So I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that construction on the new buildings off to the east is going very, very well. The hospital building, we have added another medical room too, so there's going to be 6 medical rooms and a slightly smaller storage area, so that's fine by me. It's coming along well. You know, the paths around the hospital are done. The floors are almost done. The new sleeping quarters is coming along as well. All very good news, right? The bad news is we're in the middle of a heat wave and it's currently 42 degrees C outside. So that's nice. The other good news is that we are about to get powered armor as an unlock. And we also got geothermal power. But powered armor I'm very excited about because we come off that to a vitals monitor. So basically, if all goes to plan and we actually get this component assembly bench built, we're going to be able to get our colonists, our tribes people, allow me to just remind you that they are tribes people, are going to have power armor. Let that sink in for a second. That's ridiculous. In the best way. I just want you to realize that that is the best kind of ridiculous. So we're going to let them continue with construction. Research is going to continue as well. Everybody's in a relatively decent mood. You know, there are some minor break risks popping up from time to time, but for the most part, people are in fairly decent moods, which is really, really good stuff. That is really good stuff. We've also got medicine back up a little bit. We're currently sitting on 38 herbal medicine. Coming down here, we've got a little area for growing some hay grass in the animal pens. We have hay grass still growing over here as well. And I've also changed animal area 2 to allow the animals to sort of come out here and eat on some of the the hops that are growing. Hunter and Derek were social fighting. How badly injured are you guys? Bad enough that you're going to the medical beds. Okay. Well, that's great, lads. I'm really glad that you guys decided to injure each other and... Oh, the heat wave's over. Fantastic. Really glad you guys decided to fight and injure each other and consume some of the medicine that we've been trying to, you know, gather. You know, after Jenny sacrificed herself, saving... pretty much everybody. Except Koala. Koala's death is, it's interesting, is what I'm going to say about Koala's death. Also, I've just realized that technically speaking, I mean, this thing's going to keep the indoors there at like 21 to 22 degrees Celsius. I believe that's going to be relatively consistent, right? This thing is technically a cooler. It is working as a cooler right now. It's pumping all the hot air out. But I think I could probably leave that on, right? Although it does use 200 watts of power versus 18 watts from the heater. So maybe turning these back off and turning the heaters back on is not going to be a bad idea. Because then we're going to save some power and continue to only use those coolers when there's a heat wave. Speaking of which, we are going to need to get coolers and things like that into the hospital and also into these bedrooms as well. That is going to be a thing that we definitely need to do at some point. So we'll probably want to keep that in mind. A peace talks opportunity. Huntsman, chief of the Chamber of the Mesa, has sent us a message. He wants us to talk. He wants to talk with us in a nearby location. It could be a great opportunity to improve relations with the faction, but beware, a poor negotiator can cause more harm than good. Okay. Where is the location? The location's there. How long would it take to go from here to there? 0.5 days. So it would take half a day for us to get there. I'll be honest, it's very tempting, but we have like 15 days to do it, so I think we'll wait. We'll get construction done and all this first. And then if we really, really want to go and do it, we will. But I can genuinely say I'm in no rush to go to these peace talks. I'm really in no rush at all. Now let's see here. We are in need of meat. We actually don't have much food at all in storage. So, you know, getting some hunting going is probably not a bad idea. The question just becomes, what are we going to hunt? That mega sloth's out there, of course. We could go after it. There's an ostrich up there that I think we'll go after as well. So let's give a hunt order on that. And there's actually a couple of alpacas over here as well, so we'll grab those. Even though we could try and tame them, and we could very well go ahead and get some wool from them. I don't think that's going to be a terrible idea. I also think it could be an idea to send everybody out to kill this thing. So everybody except for Scipio and Humps, recruit, come out here. And we're going to try and kill this mega sloth. Because we kind of need to. I'm also sincerely hoping that you all do have weapons, because if you don't, this is going to be slightly awkward. But let's open fire. I forgot that thing doesn't try and fight back. And is now dead. Fantastic. Well, that's going to be an amazing source of meat. And you guys are currently hunting the alpacas as well, so that should be a really good source of meat. Humps is working on something. I don't know who's bringing that mega sloth back. Oh, there it is. It's getting chopped up. And yeah, that's a lot of meat. Fantastic. That's going to keep the food stores up. Very happy about that. We got more walls going in over here as well. Very happy about that. I'm genuinely just so pleased to see the hospital building coming together. I really, really am. I do think, though, it might not be a bad idea to go into power for a second and maybe, just maybe, we want to put a power switch somewhere. Because what I'm thinking is if we put a power switch, say, there, right? Well, let's also go to deconstruct for a second. Can I make sure I'm deconstructing the power conduits? Because I want to basically have the option to turn power off inside of the hospital. Because I don't think we need it on 24/7. I think what we can do is only turn the power in the hospital on when we're actually going to need power in the hospital to be on. So deconstruct that conduit and that conduit. We'll go through and deconstruct all the conduits in here as well. And we can basically run more conduits up here instead. And what that should do is mean that anything in these rooms is going to pull power from those two cables. We can run a power cable over to here and then put a switch right there. Then that means we can turn the power off in the entire hospital. It also means I now need to run power over this way a little bit, which is going to prove to be slightly tricky because obviously the terrain here doesn't want to play nicely. But if we did that kind of thing there, like I said, we should find ourselves in a situation where power in the hospital is coming from these cables that are inside the hospital and can be switched off. Hopefully. We'll see how that goes. It's going to take a little bit for that all to get built because the hospital itself isn't even finished yet. But hopefully that will work out really, really nicely. Of course, Colmea is in bed, though. Blue's in bed. Speaking of which, I did go ahead and set Blue to also do construction. Blue isn't bad at it. We've got some skill 2 there, some skill 2. It would be kind of nice to get a couple more people on construction, but they're really just not very good at it. Like, they're really just not very good at it, so I think we're probably just going to leave it as is. Now, let's see here. You guys don't really have much in the way of food in there. There is a meteorite, though. So what do we got from this? Sandstone. Okay, well, I guess we can give an order to mine that out completely. Not that we desperately need sandstone, but I'll take it. It definitely isn't going to hurt having a bit of extra material around there, and Scipio seems to be awake. Scipio's working on a duster, actually. Okay, fair enough. You work on a duster. I guess it's something else that we can sell at some point, as well as all of this beer, because there is 741 bottles of beer. A little bit excessive. Just a little tiny bit excessive. You know, little bit. That's all I'm saying. Now let's see here. Looks like you guys you're so close to getting this hospital done. I'm so pleased to see it coming together. I really, really am. Of course, there are still some bits that need to come out. We got to get rid of some trees in the, floor over here. Got to put in the rest of the walls and the rest of the floors. Apparently, I'm assuming we don't have much wood, right? Do we actually not have any wood lying around? Let's give an order to chop wood out here. And chop wood all the way over here as well. Just to bring our stores back up a little bit. Because we really do need it. We really need a fair bit of wood. Because we still haven't even built this thing. So there's a lot of work to be done. Colmea, you are going to be working on the power conduits, which is fine by me. I'm not too happy about the fact that the power conduits are going to be outside like this and, exposed so that we can see them. But at the same time, I think it will be useful for the hospital to, have it there so that we can turn it off. Because this building isn't really going to be used outside of emergencies, really. So let's go ahead and start putting some furniture in here. Hospital beds need steel and medicine. And we don't have medicine, so that's not going to be happening. These beds here, I kind of want to make them out of steel. Or, I mean, we have a decent bit of plasteel. It's 35 plasteel. And I really feel like plasteel is going to be the closest we can get to medical beds for a while. So I'm going to make these out of plasteel, because I think they do look the part. So some plasteel beds in there. We're going to want some standing lamps, which are going to go in the corners like so. That door is in the wrong spot. That kind of annoys me. But there's not really anything I can do about it, so it's fine. We'll get those lamps in there. And I don't think there's anything else we need to put in this space at the moment. We could make the rooms a little nicer, I suppose. A plant pot wouldn't hurt. But if we go to Furniture Plus, we can actually do... Well, we could have done like high, some nice end tables or something. Make those out of plasteel as well. I feel like this is a serious waste of plasteel. But I'm going to do it. Because I think it'll be nice, I think it'll be really nice for these guys to, Ooh, that's not right. Oh, that'll be... Will that connect there? It's going to... Let's not build that just yet. Let me cancel you, and you, and you, and you, and you. So we'll get those built in time. A cow is miscarried due to starvation. Are we seriously struggling to feed these guys? I mean, apparently so. I really don't want that to be the case, so I'm actually just going to restrict the animals to the home area so that they can go and eat whatever they want to eat. Now, they're going to eat a lot of my potato crop at the minute, which is kind of annoying, but at least they're not going to be starving. So, we got that going for us, which is something, I suppose. Let's see here. Colmea, you are sleeping. Blue is also sleeping. There's an item stash opportunity. Hakuya, chief of a court of Tona, has informed us of a collection of valuable items not far from here. The collection consists of an AI persona core. Unfortunately, it won't last. Others will take it in 29 days if we don't. Okay. So an enemy force is waiting to ambush anyone that comes near. And it is a hyper-advanced computer core that houses a superhuman-like artificial intelligence. In its isolated state, it is dormant. Installed in a proper support structure, it can become A mind of frightening power. I do ever so slightly feel like we want that. And at the same time, I feel like I'm slightly, not sure if I want that. So I'm not really sure what to do there. Colmea just rebuilt the sculptor's table that blew up a little bit earlier. I don't think that blew up while I was recording. But basically there was a zzzt, which caused a bit of an explosion in that corner. So, you know, that was a thing. That was fun to deal with. Now let's see here. Are we going to get this power conduit done? And then the rest of them deconstructed, preferably? No, apparently we're not. But we do have the tables and beds going in by the looks of it. So that'll be nice. Blue is moving some wood around to doors and floors, apparently. Yeah, there we go. Got some doors and floors going in. Probably want to go ahead and make sure that we actually have a bit of wooden floor there as well, because we currently don't. So we'll get that there. White is binging on alcohol. I'm not really happy about that, but there's also not a whole lot I can do about that, so we'll leave it as is. And what I think we'll also do is go ahead and copy the settings for that stockpile zone and paste them onto that stockpile zone, deleting the old one. So medicine can get moved into the hospital ASAP. This is actually up and running already, which is fantastic. So that is a medical bed right there. And there's a solar flare. So all of our electronics have just gone offline. Isn't that nice? Isn't that just lovely? That's just what I wanted. All of my electronics to suddenly stop working. Just fantastic. There we go, a couple more medical beds. I think what we could probably go ahead and do is start to deconstruct some of the old medical stuff. In fact, I'm just going to say that we're going to deconstruct that entire room right there. Because I kind of want to. And I also kind of want to go to floors and say that we are going to remove the floors in there. Because they're sterile and we can totally use those. We can get some materials back from it, which will be lovely. That is also going to be medical. And hopefully we can go ahead and get the rest of this built really quickly. Colmea, where? Oh, hold on a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just noticed something. There's a herd of muffalo over here. I don't know about you, but that, to me, seems like a pretty good thing to hunt. So let's head up that way. Let's get everybody up here, please. Just here. And open fire. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. We can kill them. This is nothing. No problem. That one's dead. Get that one as well. Get that one. Let's keep moving down after them. They are not getting away. They're absolutely not. They're going into the bait. Hey! Get back here. Kill it. Alright, let's keep moving. We've got them trapped at this point. Let's keep moving. Let's kill that one. And where did that other one go? Let's get after it and get it killed. It is trying to get away so it can sleep. It's still really stubborn, this one. There we go. So kill it. And I believe, other than this one, they're all pretty much set so we can move those, right? I believe that's the case, so I believe we're about to get a whole bunch of meat when, you know, when it comes to actually hauling those around. Now, Blue is in a terrible mood and has a major break risk. You're feeling terrible, you're in a little bit of pain, and you're upset that Jenny died. You don't actually have... You're not that upset that Jenny died. Although that's possibly because you have low expectations. So that's fair enough. Low expectations, yeah. You know, you probably don't expect, well, much, to be fair. That's kind of... It's kind of the point of low expectations, is that you don't really expect anything, you know, you don't have high expectations, so, you know. Literally not going to expect much. I am slightly annoyed by these animals, though. Because they are just sort of eating everything. I know that they're gonna do that, because I've set them to just go anywhere, but... I'd really like to, I really want to get another growing zone here for hay grass, I think. So just there, possibly coming around to here as well. and possibly all of that space. I think that'll be a good area to set for hay grass, so that we can hopefully start feeding the animals, you know, hay, rather than having them just eat whatever they want to eat. Because it's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying seeing them just sort of eat my food. I say my food, the colonists' food. Because that's pretty much what they're doing. They're just eating all the crops around here, including some of the heel root, which, you know, we probably really want. That's probably something that we're absolutely going to want to keep a hold of here. Now, Blue is going around fixing things there. Colmea is also fixing things that will have been shot when we were hunting the Muffalo. And I believe Colmea is also going to be working on, yep, those bits of wood floor in there. Not bad. As well as the doors. I believe the hospital is finished. Other than the bits of power conduit that need to be deconstructed. That's not bad. That's really, really good, actually. Also, that I love that Count is moving a Muffalo there. That's fantastic. Can we get you to prioritize deconstructing all of this, please? Because right now, you're not going to do it for a while, and I'd really like you to. So there we go. Just deconstruct all of those. Deconstruct that as well. There we go. And I believe we can say that we want to switch this off, right? So that is switched off. Why does this still have power? Let's have a quick look at power here. So power is coming in from over there. Okay, that makes sense. Colmea, can I get you to deconstruct these when you're done with that bit of wall? And that should basically switch the hospital off. There we go. So hospital's been switched off. This does need to be reconnected though, which has switched it off as well. Simple Meal 8 has rotted away in storage. Why? Indoor temperature there is currently 9 degrees Celsius. Why is the indoor temperature there so high? That's kind of weird. I guess we probably want to build another cooler, right? So we could build it right there. And then Colmea, can I get you to work on that by chance? Yeah, go work on that for me. Let's see if we can maybe get you to actually build this. I don't know if we have any components lying around though, which is a little bit concerning because we are going to need them for this thing. Moving more steel, that's fine. We've now got someone on a food binge. That's going to be Blue is on a food binge. Fantastic. That's just fantastic. You're consuming a fine meal. You cannot work in that because you don't have components. Okay. Let's see here. Gray, can you do mining? No. Kai, can you do mining? No, but Colmea can do mining. So go work on mining all of that compacted machinery. Because I kind of need somebody to do it. So yeah, just mine that out for me. You're probably not gonna... No, you're not gonna finish that. Just finish mining that out for me. If you wouldn't mind. There we go. So you're gonna take that to the stockpile. I would actually much rather you took it over here. How many components do we need for this thing? 3. Of course we do. All right, Colmea. Let's get you to finish mining then. If you wouldn't mind, because we kind of happen... No. Finish the mining, and then no meditating just yet. Head over this way and work on that cooler. Because we really don't want our food rotting away to nothing. We kind of really don't want that to be... Why did you only hold 2 of them there? Or... What are you doing? Can you finish construction, please? Because you're being weird, Colmea. There you go. So get that finished. That's not built. We want it to target... we'll reset it down to minus... We'll go from minus 10, I suppose. On both of these. So down to minus 10 there. And that will hopefully cause that room's temperature to drop. There we go. So that should keep everything nicely preserved. These guys over here don't currently have a power connection. Neither does this door. Oh, White's actually working on that. Fantastic. And you are hauling all of that stuff around Blue. Excellent. Okay, that's all coming together really nicely. It would be great if we could finish construction in here as well, but I guess I'm just going to have to wait for that. Let's see. Can I get this in here? I absolutely can. So hopefully we'll get that done in time. We've got this. I probably don't want a cooler right there. I think that might have been a misclick. Gonna be honest. I have a sneaking suspicion. Let's also say that we want to go to structure and wooden wall just there, since that bit is missing. And I have to say, I'm really, really pleased with how the hospital's looking. Like, legitimately very, very pleased with that. Also, the fact that this is all very close to being finished up here. Obviously, there's still a lot of wall to be done there. But it is looking pretty good. And we do actually have a lot of wood lying out here. Good lord. 1,905 wood. Over 1,000 of that's actually in storage. I think. I mean, it says there's 1,000 up here. So how much is this? Well, yeah, that's over 1,000. Not bad. A warg is wanting revenge. How did that get into the base? And Kangaroo is being shot. Kangaroo is being terribly, terribly shot right there. There we go. Let's maybe handle things that way. So that thing's dead. Kangaroo is gonna die in 20 hours because... oh boy, she's been shot in the torso twice by a minigun. She's got lots of scratches from front left paws. So maybe Kangaroo, you probably want to, you're gonna go put on a shirt. Seriously? You're gonna change your shirt before you go to the hospital? I mean, okay. Probably better for you to go and rest over here. Actually, you know what you could do for me? Kangaroo, if you wouldn't mind? Go flick that switch and turn the hospital on, and then go rest until healed. Because, yeah, you ain't doing so good. You are not doing so good. Hopefully someone can head over and actually deal with Kangaroo. Looks like Scipio's going to be doing it. Which is fair enough. I love that the cow is just in there quite casually, just walking around. We got I just, in my head, it seems, it's just... can you imagine, like, lying in a hospital bed, looking out the window and the door, and just this cow goes past? Like, just looks in at you for a second and, like, walks on. Cow 3 is being attacked by a warg. Well, that's a problem. I mean, I guess Trogo, you are gonna have to fight here. Can we get this warg dealt with? Cow 3 is probably gonna die. Cow 3 is probably gonna die. Yeah, so Cow 3 has been bitten to death, which is great. Trogo, you actually did a decent job there. To be fair. Go melee attack it to death. I'm slightly annoyed that we lost a cow, but I mean, it's gonna happen, so whatever. We can at least eat it, which is, I suppose, a silver lining. Oh wait, did we lose another one? What? What killed this? When did we lose calf 3? Although I guess this is what happens when I have them set to the home area. So fair enough. I'm not really sure what I was expecting. Probably should have had them all set to, you know, the animal areas rather than the home area, but, well, what's happened has happened. There's no point dwelling on it. We lost 2 cows. We will probably have many more, and will most likely forget about the ones that we lost. That's just the sad reality of the situation, all right? Also, Colmea, the fact that you're just constantly working is the best thing. Could I get you to work on that and then that? Because I'd really like to see the hospital fully furnished. You know, that'd be really nice. So just go ahead and get that bed up and working, or there we go. Not bad. So someone has an infection. That's bad news. Kangaroo has an infection in her right shoulder. Right. So it is currently going to be 1.8% with 1% immunity. Colmea, can you maybe tend to Kangaroo since you're close by? There we go. Now Kangaroo has 4.5% infection, 5% immunity. I'm hopeful that she'll be able to beat it. It looks like she's already, you know, nicely on track to beating the infection there. It's just going to be a bit of a process for probably about 2 days to actually get that sorted. So the vitals monitor has been researched. That's fantastic. We're now going for deep drilling, which is totally fine by me. We could go for rifling and all that stuff, but we still don't have component assembly, so I mean, there's no point, basically, is what I'm getting at there. Until we have a bunch of components, there's really not a lot we can do. Now, Blue has, you're going to walk 1.5 times faster for 24 hours. That's actually really good news. Let's have you just keep that up. And let's also see how you're doing. You are 20% infection, 27% immune. I think you're going to be fine. And there's a psychic ship. Okay. How close to the base are we talking here? Actually, quite far away. Actually very far away. The fire is going to be an issue. But I mean, I guess we need to deal with the psychic ship as soon as possible. Great. Just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.